Hello YouTube world, this is MacDaddy191181 with the Shade Tree Survivalist, part 3 of my combat loadout. We're going through my backpack, my heavy bag, my heavy backpack. And we're going to go through every single item on that is laid out there on the floor. If you have any suggestions on anything I can do, I'd appreciate a heads up. But I think I pretty well got everything covered. I may have too much redundancy because the weight of this pack is absolutely outrageous. It is for me. I mean, it's heavy. But anyway, we're going to start top right left hand corner, and we're going to go through each item in turn until we have discussed everything. Now that right there, it looks horrible, but what that is a bag of lint, dryer lint. Okay, I have found over the years that right there will help you get a fire started in a freaking hurry. Okay, and I carry a lot of it. I have not made any of the fireballs out of cotton balls and lint or Vaseline yet, but that is one of my future projects. Right now I was more concerned with the USK, and I have more fire starting capabilities in it than I do in this pack at this time. But we're working on it as time goes by. Okay, that's the first item. Next item below it in that plastic bag is the United States Army Rangers Handbook, and it has a lot of great valuable knowledge in there in case I were to forget something, which is always a possibility. Because I'm an over-the-road truck driver, I get very little time to practice a lot of the stuff that is essential for survival, and they cover a lot of it. Okay, next is that little black bag, and in front of it is its contents. The green and white packaging is mosquito repellent pads, little wipes. Then there's some antibacterial hand wipes right there, and below that is there's bug bite ointment in there, bar of soap, some deodorant, a few other odds and ends in that one. But that's not the main personal hygiene. It's over at a different location. Below that is a camouflage poncho, commercial variant. Below that is a brand spanking new Real Tree, I believe it is, or maybe it's Mossy Oak camouflage tarpaulin. Just started using that recently. Came out this year, and Chemo found it and purchased it for me. Next up is 100 feet of 3/8 inch rope, and a couple of different types of rings, and I think that's 500 feet of 550 paracord on the little wooden thing. Foot powder, some zip ties behind that. The little square right there in the center of your screen is actually toilet paper that's been compressed way down. Sorry about the camera moving around. Behind that is the excellent, absolute, hands down excellent, one of probably the best little saw I have used ever. I mean, it absolutely zipped through wood like it's going out of style. That's the little Ozark Trail. No, excuse me. It's Cochran's 180 Sierra saw. I was thinking that Walmart sold that, but I could never find it again. It's not Ozark Trail. It's made by Cochran's, and absolutely excellent saw. In the background, you'll see several different types of gloves that I carry. And they all have their own purposes. One's insulated, one's waterproof, and one's for heavy duty work. Then I have a headlamp, the old style with the incandescent bulb. Actually very bright for what it is. It's not as bright as my little Nor light that I haven't done a review on, but that light is awesome. Behind it, right there, is a mini mag light with the AA batteries. Those are rechargeable batteries in there. To the right of that is another camo compact I just got this year, a Mossy Oak brand. I haven't tried it out yet, don't know how well it does. I think it has 5 different colors, and we'll see. And when we do, we'll give a review on it. Next, we have 2 emergency blankets. and from this blue pouch here. And below that, there's an emergency poncho and two of the little string keepers, or whatever the heck you call them, for your gear. Got a couple of spares. Below that is my gun cleaning oil and solvent, and a couple other odds and ends, some patches, silicone impregnated gun and reel cloth. I've got the rifle has its own cleaning kit. It's all in the buttstock, has its own oil, own grease, own solvent, everything. But I carry that as spares, okay, for my 1911 and so forth, and the shotgun. I don't have any rods with it. I just use a weight and a cloth, and I've got a bore snake in there also, okay. Below that is a jungle kit, jungle first aid. So it's a first aid kit. It was actually out of date when I bought it, so I had to replace, right off the bat, I had to replace all the medications and all that were out of date in it. But that was no big deal. I'll just be honest with you, it didn't bother me. And right there is some heavy duty, ugly but heavy duty wool socks. I have a watch cap and spare socks and shirts and all that. Right here is my M60 field jacket with liner. So that would be for winter time. It's getting on cold. It's already in the backpack. Pair of military issue desert camouflage or desert boots or suede leather, Gore-Tex. Who is it that makes these? Saw the tag somewhere. Made in America. Belleville Shoe Company. Made in the USA. Very comfortable. I need to camouflage these for my use and all, but very good, very comfortable. Above that, I could not find an honest to God military issue folding shovel, so I got that one, a little cheap bastard, but it works. Cleared snow with it, dug just a little bit with it, so I'm not sure how tough it is, but we'll go from there and see. To the right is the camouflage pants folded up that I would wear. No, this is a spare pair, I'm sorry. This is a spare pair of pants that I carry. Above that and to the left, camouflage gloves. A little hood that they make the guys that wear hard hats a lot on these steel mills and stuff. They wear this little hat. I've never seen anything that thin keep your head that warm, but it works really great. And on above it is a face mask, camouflage face mask. I think that's real tree, mossy oak, something like that. But anyways, camouflage face mask. And in this watertight bag is a wool mummy sleeping bag. Okay. In the base of the backpack itself is a built-in compartment for a sleeping bag, and the one I've got is probably good down into the 30s, and it probably gets a little bit colder than that here. Matter of fact, I know it does. So I got this little tiny mummy sleeping bag that's made out of wool. It's actually Army issue, and it's in there to go inside the main bag to keep me warm. I don't like to be cold. No. Right in this bag, toothbrush, toothpaste, razors. I'm not sure if that one has soap. I know the other one has soap, but and somewhere in that backpack, I'm not sure. I don't see it, but there's a washcloth and things of that nature. Now here's an interesting thing. You ladies out there who may be watching with your husband or boyfriend, you know what these are, okay? A trauma nurse actually brought us, made this kit up for us. A lot cheaper than going down and purchasing bandages, but those are pads like a woman has to use during her period, okay? And quite a few other things, but that's a medical kit there. And below it is toilet paper that everybody recognizes in a waterproof container, of course. Below that is another flashlight. Actually, yes, another flashlight that I should have took out of the pack, and another multi-tool that I carried, a little cheap one, but it actually got one in the truck and beat the tar out of stuff with it, and it works. Then we have our mess kit that has a cup, a pan, a plate, and a couple other things in it. I'm not exactly sure, all the little utensils. The solid metal fork, spoon, knife combination tool, that they sell at Wally World. Up here you've got my coffee singles I got in all my packs, all my bags. Then my Gavilan machete that I've had forever and a day. You can see it's got some wear and tear on it this year from working it out since I had it painted. Waterproof military former, you used to issue this military flashlight. A couple of MREs. And last but not least, if I can get around here, get a better shot of it, is my fire starting equipment bag. Okay, it's got different materials and all to start fires with. So that's pretty much my entire loadout. I may have missed something in the backpack. I went through it pretty good and I didn't see anything else. So this is what I would have loaded out if it was a situation where I had to leave home and survive in the wilderness. I mean, this is pretty much what I've got. It's not everything I need, but it'll do, and I guarantee you I can survive. Something I missed up here, and before I get off of here, let me just zoom in on it. Okay, in the wilderness you never can tell what you might come across. You may have something break, and I've got a complete screwdriver set, a little T-handle screwdriver, and that is my little inexpensive Swiss Army knife that's got a bunch of different attachments to it. So I've got, if I would have had my normal loadout, I'd have 3 multi-tools. Okay, and yeah, I'd hate to haul all that extra weight, but think about it. In a situation with where there's without rule of law, okay, WROL, shit hit the fan. Okay, in a situation like that, and you have other survivors, other people who are trying to, escape the carnage and all, the more tools you have, the better off you'll be as far as being able to help other folks survive too. If you were to run an innocent person out of your camp and would not want to share with you, I don't want to be in line next to you on Judgment Day. Okay, simple as that. That would be horrible. I try to have redundant systems in case a system breaks down, like the multi-tools. I try to have be able to carry enough to help other folks help themselves, and to maybe help the group if there is a group. We'll get back into that in our philosophy videos, but I can assure you the sheepdog concept would come into play in that. This is Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Shade Tree Survival saying, y'all have a good night.